Hey y'all, this is Cheeks in the Philippines. Welcome to the channel. If you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please consider. I'd really appreciate it. Recently, I made a video about 10 things you may not know about the Philippines. You can watch it right here. And I thought I'd add to that. So, here's another list of things you may not know about the Philippines. In America, we say buy one, get one free. Here they say buy one, take one. So you'll hear that, buy one, take one. And then in America, when we want our food to go, or take our food home, we say we want it to go. In the Philippines, they say take out. They don't say to go. They say I want my food take out. Now this may be normal where you are, but I never seen it until I came to the Philippines. Was they put hot dogs in spaghetti. They absolutely love it. I'm not sure how that came about, but anyway, they love it. Here's a really cool thing I like about the Philippines. If you park your car at the mall, they'll wash your car in the parking lot. It's like 200 pesos. It's really cheap, but it's really convenient. Go to the mall and the guys come out there and wash your car. I recently went to Manila, and I'm gonna tell you, they are getting very strict on traffic rules. You gotta obey the speed limit. And I recently, place that I had parked probably 1,000 times in front of a 7-Eleven, and I come out and they had booted my truck. They had a sign, oh, it's probably 10 meters away, but it wasn't facing me, that said you couldn't park here. Anyway, the guys were really nice. I had to pay 1,000 pesos to get the boot taken off. They told me to go to City Hall. Didn't know where City Hall was. They loaded me up in the van, took me to City Hall. I paid the 1,000 pesos. They took me back to my truck and took the boot off. But anyway, they're getting very strict with traffic here. When you go to the CR, that's what they call the restroom in the Philippines. It's called comfort room, but everybody just shorten it for CR. Lots of times you got to pay to go to the CR. I'll never forget one time I stopped at a place, and it was 20 pesos to use the CR. So I give her a 20 peso bill, and she give me a little piece of toilet paper about that big. You know, I said, ma'am, just give me my 20 pesos back. I mean, it's bigger than this piece of toilet paper, but you're gonna pay for the CR in a lot of places here. Next, on your birthday in the Philippines, you're the one to cook the food and give it away. You're probably not gonna get presents, but it's just kind of weird, because you have to, if it's my birthday, I have to prepare the meal, and then we give the food away to the people that comes. So that's a little different. If you're driving in the Philippines, especially through an intersection, and you see, you know how we do like that to the truckers in America, so they'll blow the horn. If you see a policeman doing that, that means go faster. Speed up. He wants you to go a whole lot faster. Headlights in the Philippines. In America, if we're in an intersection or any other place, and I'm sitting in my car and the car's in front of me, and it's who's gonna go first. If that car in front of me flashes their lights, it means they're gonna let me go. In the Philippines, it's totally opposite. If someone flashes their headlights at you, that means they're going first. Now there's situations here where it's obvious that the car just wants to go before me, and he'll flash his headlights at me, and I just ignore him. I keep going. But if it's a jeepney or a passenger van, I let them go first, because that's how they make their living. But if it's just a normal Joe like me, hey, you can wait your turn, you know. Next thing is, in America, when we're talking about court cases, we say we're gonna file a charge against you. Here in the Philippines, they say we're going to file a case against you. So it's called a case, not a charge. In the Philippines, or in America, if you stay in a motel, they're going to have housekeepers to come and clean your room. Most of the time, I haven't been back to America since 2018 because of the COVID. But every time I've been, even growing up, staying in a motel, it's always women that clean your room. They push a cart. And the last time I was there, like I said, in 2018, it's usually Mexican women or women from a different country that's cleaning your room. In the Philippines, 9 out of 10 times, well, for me, it's been every single time, a boy will clean your room. Don't know why they use boys here, but it's just the way it is. And they're going to clean your motel room. Another thing I like about the Philippines is, and they've got this in America some places, is they still pump your gas here for you. So if it's like now, the summertime, and it's hot, man, I mean, you can keep your motor running, stay in your air con, and they'll pump your gas for you. So I love that. There's something that I didn't know until I came to the Philippines, is you don't have to put eggs in a refrigerator. Now, I've got a refrigerator, but my wife, before I married her, they would let the eggs sit on the counter for weeks. So I've learned that you don't have to put eggs in the refrigerators. Now, I do it. You know, we do it here now. My wife's used to it, but that's just the way it is. In the Philippines, if you want to call somebody or wave to them to come to you, like in America, don't do this. That's like calling a dog. This is how you call somebody in the Philippines if you want them to come. You do your hand that way. If you do it this way, you're insulting that person. So that's not a good thing to do in the Philippines. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Keep looking up. God's watching. He loves you. And I'll see you next time. So that's just a few more things about the Philippines. You may have known them or you may not have known them. I hope this video kind of helped you out if you didn't know them. If you know of some other things, man, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to read them. And I usually keep a list, you know, when I think of things, and I'll be adding to this video series about things you may not know about the Philippines. So thank you for watching. Keep looking up. God's watching. He loves you. I'll see you next time.